Hello everyone, this is Katrina and welcome to my channel. A few weeks ago, I celebrated my birthday in Disneyland Paris. In this video, I will be sharing to you 10 tips that you may want to consider on your visit in Disneyland Paris. So let's start! Did you know, or you probably already know this, that we can find Disneyland or Walt Disney Studios in 6 cities in the world? Yes, the first one was opened in 1955 in California. The largest is in Florida. There are 3 in Asia, which is in Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Shanghai. And in this video, I will be sharing to you in Paris. Opened in 1992, right before I was born, with its land area of 22.3 square kilometers. It's actually 32 kilometers away from the heart of Paris. So it's not really in Paris. Here they have 2 parks, Disneyland Park and Walt Disney Studio Park. There are tickets available for each park, and there are also tickets available where you can access both parks. Now you can obviously read further details in Wikipedia. So let's start with tip number 1, how to get there. By train is the easiest way to get to Disneyland Paris. In front of Disneyland Paris Park is literally the train station, which is called Marne-Vallée Station. So even if you're coming from Paris, you can easily spend a day at Disneyland Park. It's very convenient. Tip number 2, accommodation. There are 6 Disney hotels that are very convenient to access the park. One is literally inside Disneyland Park, which is quite expensive, and the other 5 are just short walking distance to the park. There are also non-Disney hotels available that are accessible at least 10 minutes by shuttle. Ryan was generous to book our stay at one of Disney hotels, which is a Toy Story or Woody themed hotel, which was 2 minutes away by shuttle to the park. It was indeed convenient. Tip number 3, what to wear. I don't know about you, but for me, comfort is the key. Let's start with your footwear. Wear your comfiest shoes because there's gonna be a lot of walking. May it be sneakers or runners, as long as it is comfortable and you've already worn it before. Yes, I said it right, shoes that you've already worn before, because you wouldn't want to get a blister in the middle of your trip, right? I don't recommend sandals nor flip-flops. Ryan was wearing his runners and I was wearing my moccasin, which was very comfortable. Dress according to the weather. It's summer here, so we get to wear the lightest clothes. I wore a comfortable mini dress and obviously have shorty shorts under it, so Hakuna Matata on riding in and out from the rides. Wearing tutu or long dresses are only fun in photos. Well, at least for me. There's nothing wrong about it, don't get me wrong. But if you're only there for a day trip to enjoy the rides, explore the park under the heat of the sun, then you know what I mean. For some people who get to stay more than 3 days, then they obviously can commit a day just for taking photos. Tip number 4, what's in my bag? I think before deciding which bag you're going to take, you might want to gather the things you actually need. I'm gonna show you mine. I used this small bag, which was gifted to me a few years ago. Thank you, Alberto. First on the list is a bottle of water. You obviously don't want to bring with you a liter of water with you all the time because first it's heavy. Second, you're gonna have to take this entire bag of all the rides that you're gonna take. There are water fountains available everywhere, which is free. There are also shops that you can buy water. My camera, a small wallet. There are ATM machines around, but it's not a lot, so if you have doubts, you better bring cash with you. Phone, facial tissue, sunblock, which is very important because you're gonna spend the entire day under the sun, and my favorite, facial mist during summer. But if you're wearing makeup, I wouldn't recommend you to do this because otherwise it's gonna melt your makeup. But I don't wear makeup, so it's fine. Sunglasses, of course. And the most important to take with you always is your magic pass. Now this is also our hotel key card, which was given to us upon check-in. So they issue one card per person. Sometimes we tend to leave one card in the hotel, but no, you have to take everything with you because this is also your pass to the parks. So you want to keep this safe because you don't want to lose it, otherwise you're going to waste your time in the park. So that's it. Also, an important thing to consider is that you have to keep your stuff with you all the time, even during the rides. And if you wish to take the big thrill rides like we did, then the smaller and lighter the bag you have, the better. It's not like in Ferrari World back in Abu Dhabi, where if you're going to take those big thrill rides, they can keep our bags during the ride. Here, you have to figure it out yourself. So I had to tuck mine most of the time under and behind my legs. And this one, this headband, you have to keep it in your bag because you don't want to lose it. Tip number 5, shopping. Do it at the end of your trip. The lighter the things you have with you, the better. There are a lot of shops to check around, and so it's nice to take your time browsing on these cute little things after a long day of rides. The only thing I bought first was this Minnie Mouse headband, which I bought from the hotel where we were staying in Hotel Cheyenne, because the castle behind me in the photo is not enough to tell you that I'm in Disneyland Paris. I bought this first because I wanted us to go directly to the rides once we get into the park, and while we take random photos, this is already with me. So I'll quickly show you the items that I took from Disneyland. Apart from this one, I got this also for our Christmas tree. It's Lumiere. And this is Chip. Hello, Chip. And this 3D cancel magnet and a postcard. Should you wish to go shopping first or happen to shop in the middle of your day, you can always keep your shopping bags or luggages in the baggage room, which is located at the left side of the Disneyland Hotel. For further shopping information, you can shop or visit their online shop here at their website. Tip number 6, where to eat. During the day, there are a lot of options. There are food stalls, quick service cafes, restaurants that are available without reservations. But in the evening, there are less options, so the quick service restaurants or cafes that are open in the evening are very crowded. So should you wish to dine in a proper dining setting without having to queue, which really saves your time, then I highly recommend that you book a table prior to your visit. I didn't book just a table for dinner because I thought that we will just grab a sandwich and after we're gonna go for more rides. However, since the options are less in the evening, so the queue is longer, we actually had to wait longer for our dinner than queuing for those popular rides. So it wasn't really a good idea. But I booked us a table for lunch the next day at Cher Ami, or the Ratatouille restaurant, which in cartoons it was cooked by rats, but I hope it wasn't. I only booked us a table for lunch since we started our day early, and I thought for lunchtime at least we can have a break or have a relaxing, proper lunch time, which happened. However, don't expect something special with the food there. I mean, it's kids-friendly food after all, and the menu is very limited. I mean, I can't imagine how many people they have to feed every day. So yeah, was it worth it? Yes, definitely, because we didn't have to queue nor wait. So it really saved us so much time, and the reservation was at 11:30, so by that time when we arrived there, we were already served and the food was actually quick, so we had more time to take more rides. On to the next tip is the extra magic time. This is applicable for the in-house guests who are staying in one of the Disney hotels. What does it mean? So the parks are normally open to the public from 10 o'clock in the morning. Now with the extra magic time, we are allowed to enter the park from 8:30 in the morning. Yes, we have an hour and a half to access the park before it gets more crowded. So take advantage! My next tip is to download the Disneyland Paris app. It's free and it's really the smartest thing to do. So I'm gonna show you quickly how it works. So the app looks like this and it needs an internet connection. However, Hakuna Matata because Disneyland Park have free Wi-Fi everywhere. So if you click on the middle button at the bottom, this is the park. Now you can see the two parks, that's the Disneyland Park and the Walt Disney Studios Park. And outside are the hotels. That's the hotel where we were staying at Hotel Cheyenne. On the top, you find the map and the list. Once you click on the list, you will find your wish list, list of attractions, list of characters, shows, events, dining, shops, hotels, and other activities. So you can really look into this prior to your visit so you can plan ahead, especially the attractions that you wish to go or the rides you wish to take. Now back at the map button, if you zoom it in, on each attractions or each rides, you will find the number of minutes you have to queue before you can actually ride. So it's really brilliant because you can plan ahead. If let's say you're already having lunch and then you wish to go to Big Thunder Mountain, but then you see, oh, you have to wait 15 minutes there. So you don't need to go there because otherwise you're just wasting your time. So yeah, take advantage of this app. It's free and it saves so much time. The next tip I'm gonna talk about is the spectacularly sparkly Disney Illuminations Show. Yes, one should watch this if you're in Disneyland. I mean, it's a 15-minute show and it's indeed the grand finale of the day. It starts from 11 o'clock in the evening, which is the closing hour, and everyone goes to the main street just to watch this show. So believe it or not, I highly recommend that you will have to find your own spot at least an hour before. Yes, an hour. We went there an hour before and it was already crowded. It's in front of the Sleeping Beauty Castle right on the main street, and everyone was already sitting on the street. It was crazy. So once you find your spot, you stay there and you wait until the show. That's it. Selfie sticks are not allowed there, so everyone gets the full view fairly. After the show, you might want to stay a while on your place because the crowd shifts through the exit and you don't want to be on that crowd. And also, this is the best time to take your photos behind the castle where there is no photo bombers. Yes, you might want to do that. My last tip is just to really have fun. Enjoy your day there. At the end of the day, it's the happiest place on earth. Take all the rides you wish to take all the photos you wish to take, and yeah, it's a magical place. And to complete this video, I'm gonna share to you the entire clip that I took while watching the spectacularly sparkly Disney Illuminations Show. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope these tips will help you plan on your Disneyland Paris trip. Thank you once again, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.